Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we are discussing Firestarter, a twisted Firestarter. Directed by Keith Thomas and starring Zac Effron, Sydney Lemmon and Ryan Kira Armstrong. Zac Effron has a daughter who has special abilities where she can start fires around her and spontaneously combust on her own accord. It is down to Zac Effron to teach her daughter to keep these powers under control while he tries to keep her and himself in hiding. But before we go any further, could you be a dear and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please be sure to give us a follow on Instagram so that you can get access to further content, polls, tournaments, and even have a say in what I review. And of course, we thank you if you do. Getting into the positives of Firestarter, it's competently made. It isn't very flashy, but it is substantial. There's no trickery with the camera where it all turns upside down on its head or it goes with the motions of the action. It's very much lacking in that regard. I have seen worse this year. Morbius, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, that was a bad one, wasn't it? And I think the action is fine. Again, it just fails to really grab hold of you and actually excite you. It just falls a bit flat. But I did enjoy the variation of powers that are shown. I did enjoy the mystery to the powers. I did always stay invested on the idea of wanting to know more about this world and how it works. We just didn't necessarily get the explanation that I was after. The world in which this story is set feels empty, and yet because of the powers and the whole evil corporation chasing down the powers, the world feels so much more interesting and deeper than A, what's actually given to you, and B, the story that's actually being told. Because the story that's actually being told is just yet another run-of-the-mill child messiah must save the day against an evil corporation. And if you rolled your eyes upon hearing that that is in fact the plot of this movie, then yeah, maybe don't check it out, because that is what we're doing here. There seems to be huge omissions of very important information here. You don't really know anything about them, to be honest, and it makes it very hard to attach to these characters. And the characters that you are supposed to attach to have such wooden, stiff, unrealistic dialogue that, again, it's really hard to connect with the characters that are fleshed out being in quotations. It's just a frustrating movie because it isn't god-awful that you can sort of crack open a beer and have a laugh with it, but it's nowhere near good enough to even really raise a pulse. It's just sort of meh. It felt forgettable while watching it. I'm going to give Firestarter a 3 out of 10. This movie just didn't really do anything for me. It lacked oomph, it lacked life, it lacked excitement, but that is the ultimate word that keeps coming to my mind as I do this review. It's just forgettable. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and please be sure to hit the comments section as well. What did you think of Firestarter? Take care. I look forward to seeing you on the next review.